Hey Renegades, this is Diane Polly, your post-grad coach, and I'm very excited because this week I have another guest as well. This is Misti Patrella. She is an awesome business and marketing coach for artists and entrepreneurs who empowers awesome in people, which is fantastic. Hi, Misti.
Hello.
I love this. So can you kind of explain and give the viewers listening a little kind of background on why you work with artists and entrepreneurs?
Absolutely. I am an artist. I'm an actor, which I've been doing for about 7 or 8 years now.
Wow.
And I happen to have a business and marketing background even before that. For about 15 years, I did advertising for some big agencies here in Chicago.
Cool.
And so I couldn't work in that corporate life anymore.
I agree.
And pursued my own passion, which was acting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found like there was sort of like I really enjoyed the process of acting, but I found that like there was a space there that wasn't being filled or fulfilled, I should say.
Yeah.
So I took me some soul searching.
Yeah.
But I figured out that I needed to be of service in some way. And then again, took me a while to figure out how. And so I figured I'd just bring my two worlds together and help artists and entrepreneurs who I think have very similar issues. And in terms of, starting a business and, my marketing side and my business side. So bringing those two together to help people thrive in business.
I love that. And I love the fact that you touched upon being of service, because this is an unlimited chat where we're going to discover your vast unlimited potential. And something that I talked about in my workbook Unlimited is this idea of, getting to the point where it's not just, about you anymore. You don't have to struggle and survive, in life. When you come to a point where, you have a message through your story or your experiences in life, you can be of service with that. So I think that's great that you've discovered that already.
Yeah, it took a while, but yeah, it was, I didn't even know what coaching was. And then I saw, I was trying to figure out how to deal with my own acting business. And I saw Marie Forleo, actually, and I was like, what is she doing? And I got to do that.
Uh-huh.
And then very quickly I went to coaching school, and I'm certified now. And
no, that's so funny.
It just blew up from there.
Because I came from that corporate background too. And I remember I was going through my own crisis, and I was on my lunch break reading all of these personal development blogs, and I stumbled upon Marie too. And I was just watching her in a video outside in a park with coffee, and she was like, don't you wish your life was like mine right now, or something like that? And I was like, yes. How do I get outside? Help me.
I want that life too.
Yes. So I love it. So it seems like you've combined your acting passion and your marketing skills, and it seems like business is good now. Is there anything, how's it going?
It's going good. I've got my business open. I've got clients. Things are, they're moving forward. They're making improvements. So I know there's an effect,
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm hitting the next, there's so many plateaus in
definitely
in business and in acting and in art, So I've hit the next one. So now I'm working on developing my, a consistent pipeline, getting my message out there in a clear way, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I love that. And I'd love to get into that a little bit more, because I think something that a lot of people struggle with, especially creative types, is feeling like their message is of that value and importance where they can put it out into the world and not feel icky or slimy kind of selling it.
Yep.
Because for a lot of creative types, that art and business do not fit in the same sentence at all. So how do you kind of balance that? Do you ever feel that?
Yeah, I do a lot, actually. I was just at a conference in San Francisco called Wisdom 2.0, and there was a couple marketing breakout sessions. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing, the whole conference was about bringing, the idea of awareness and presence, and all the consciousness to business,
right?
Sort of East meets West,
Yeah.
in the breakout sessions, there was 2 or 3 marketing ones, and I went to them just to see what people were talking about. And all of them had to do with like marketing with heart and your soul. And I'm telling you, people were spilling out of the rooms. You couldn't even get in. Every one of them, like even on the entrepreneurial side, people really want it to be different. They don't want to feel like a smarmy sales guy. You know, so don't, and artists don't either.
No.
So, I think there's a need for that for people in general to like not be in that pushing messages in front of you mentality.
Yeah. I kind of just want to like delve into it and kind of like push past all the BS and just like discover that now. So for you unleash people's awesome. So what does that entail for viewers?
So most of the time, I thought when I went into business or into this coaching practice that I would, I'm a business and marketing coach. So I thought I'd mostly be doing, helping people like set up marketing programs and like deal with all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I find that most of the time I deal with issues like confidence, perfectionism, the things that like get in our way as entrepreneurs and artists, the things that block us, that you don't like always have someone to talk to about.
Definitely.
So I work people through those issues as well. We also do all that, business and marketing stuff, but I find most of the time that my clients want more of that other kind of side. They need to talk about those things.
Purposeful stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious. So when they kind of hit that breakthrough moment with you, what do you kind of push them to that next level? What are they then prepped to do? Is it in business or get deeper in their art?
A couple of my clients right now are artists who are working on their business.
Yeah.
And, I find that, little steps help a lot, like keeping things really small, until like confidence builds so that you can see that you can actually do it. It seems like business and marketing seems like such a big, hard, like if you're not inside of it and you haven't done it, it seems like such a hard shell to crack.
It's scary to
right?
a lot
it's like
of
trying to, how do you eat an elephant, right?
Yeah, you can.
One little bite at a time.
There you go.
It's like totally doable. So I find that, once you get in there and start taking action and you can find that it's doable. You and I both, have Coach Jenny, right?
Yes.
We both been coached by Coach Jenny.
Yes.
She does like cathartic shoves, which is her sort of like
Definitely.
thing. I find my clients are looking for a little bit more of a nurturing thing. So I tend to work in that space.
Got it.
Sometimes I use tough love because you just got it because, but
I love that.
most of my clients are looking for something that's not scary. They're taking the fear out of business.
Yeah. So. And that's a good point, too. Sometimes coaches need coaches. I mean, we need guidance as well. Yeah. We don't get it all together.
That's my limitation.
So, Missy, it's interesting, though, because it's almost like maybe they need a little bit of hand-holding, the clients you're working with, because it's a scary world, They're almost trusting you with their baby, like, I'm an artist, and this is my art form. Here you go. Don't hurt it. Yeah. And they trust you. Yes. Yeah. And then I feel like by, showing them that it can be easy, breaking it up into baby steps, maybe you lead them to that point where you're throwing this out there, kind of fostering that independent growth within them. Because obviously they know they're not going to be with you for years, but if they are, that's great.
I want to coach my clients into not needing me. That's actually my goal, actually.
Okay, that's perfect. I love that. We can even chat a little bit more about that. You want to coach your clients into not needing you. That's
hopefully, I don't want you to become, as a potential client, I don't want you to become addicted to needing me to make your business better.
Definitely.
I hope that, we work together for as long as it serves you as a client, but it can become addicting to have someone there. And I don't know if a coach is, I'm happy to take clients for as long as they need, but I also don't want people to become like, to believe they can't do it on their own.
Yeah.
Because I think you can.
I think that's fantastic. And you're a great teacher right there. It's like moving through an education system. Obviously, you're not going to be with your favorite, like, high school teacher forever. And, but you can go back and visit. And I think as coaches, both of us, we can get to that point where, even we've taken programs and we can get, addicted because personal development can be like crack. It's you just want more and more, but at some point you've got to implement.
Right.
So,
I mean, I always tell my clients, I say, they're like, what do you think? And I'm like, okay, well, we're coaching right now. So I always tell them if we're switching over to like consulting, like, because there's a big difference between coaching and consulting. And so I'm like, if you actually want to know my opinion, we'll hold off on that. But why don't you just go with your gut? Like, what is your gut telling you right now?
Yeah.
Because your gut is always right.
Definitely.
It's always right. Unless it's about fear, then it's wrong.
It's almost like I'm unraveling kind of what you do in front of me, and it's awesome in itself. It seems like you give people the actionable steps to trust their gut in order to unleash their awesome.
That's absolutely right. I empower awesome in other people. I don't want you to be like, I empower you to do it yourself.
Yeah, definitely. What are some kind of walkaway results that the artists who work with you get, after they've spoken with you?
Yes. Well, actually, I just, one of my clients we actually did a marketing thing together. She just did her first little offer campaign on Facebook. Yay. And she got 4 new clients, 3 people in the pipeline. I mean, she's great. She's like and it's because we were working together and she did all the work. But like, it feels so amazing to be part of the process.
Isn't
it? I never understood that would be exciting for me, but it really is. Like, I'm so excited for her because she's blowing up. I mean, I don't know. That's just weird, but it's so true.
Oh my God. No, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's very satisfying to almost be a stepping stone for other people's greatness.
Yes.
It's nice. And that's
like to like see someone shift, like when I first started talking to this person, she was there was a lot going on. Her mind space was really, there was just a lot going on. She was thinking about a million things at the same time. And now we're like more focused and she's like knows where she's I mean, just to like see that kind of stuff too is really, really satisfying.
And that's so great because that's you really being of service and that's gratifying and it's so much more than, and I can share this with you, I mean, because we're both creatives and we've been in the corporate world, it's, you get so sucked into yourself in either of those mentalities. And it can seem like, even if you're more of a creative, that you're putting work out there, but if it's not, in a relationship with people receiving it, it's still kind of like empty a little bit.
Right. And so true.
Yeah, I think people watching right now will definitely take away the fact from your like happiness exuding from you that it's really satisfying to break away from, even though it's scary, to break away from a structured system, to go out on your own, because it's moments like that where your client, you just helped her unleash her awesome. You empowered her awesome, and you can see what somebody's able to do. I mean, does that make it all worth it in the end?
Oh my God. I could tell you, like, I find myself like in the verge of tears a lot at the end of my calls because it's just so like amazing. Yeah. Like the connection with the person and like, there's like a shift in the call. Yeah. I mean, it's just like even right now. I really, really enjoy it.
I love it.
It fuels my soul in a way I like never thought was possible.
It does. And I know you mentioned pipeline, and I know, some people are probably curious about this too. And even for you and your own coaching system, is that something you're looking to work with more? Your next few goals? Is it to fill your pipeline?
Yeah, I mean, that's my next goals. That's what I'm working on for my business too. And sort of, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but I'm sort of working on developing my platform, as it were. So, how do you get your message out there in a way that's like, there's a lot of coach clutter.
Yeah, definitely.
You and I suffer from, I mean, we don't, we're getting through the quagmire of it. There's like 2,000 coaches coming out of schools every month somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
2,000. So like,
it's crazy.
the space is becoming very cluttered.
It's like the new lawyers of the world.
Yeah. So, how do you break through all that and like really connect with people? And so that's exactly what I'm working on right now.
And I think that's so important. And, I obviously follow a lot of different people in the self-help world and personal development. And one of them, one, Becca Tracy of the Uncaged Life, she talks about, and it's true, getting to your why. And I talk about this a lot, even with my own clients. I like beat it to the ground, like getting to your why and really understanding who you are, because it's that important. But Becca talks about in one of her videos that your message is like a bike wheel, and you've got the hub, the core of who you are, and then all of these spokes, and they're just the different creative modes of expression that you put that why through.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a visualizer, so that's like great. That's
visualize, yeah. The spokes, I love it. And then the bike wheel, keep moving.
Keep going.
Okay. And what's important with that is that I feel like so many coaches definitely, they try to hit all of these different arenas. And, obviously, if you have a big heart, you want to help a lot of people, but sometimes you've got to get really, really specific, and you've got to treat your business like a private VIP club, VIP room, and you're the bouncer, and you've got this like little red velvet rope, and it's like, I can't let all of you in because you're not, you're not the right fit for this club.
Right,
yeah.
That's not quite the right fit.
And in order to get to that point, it just all goes back to realizing who you are and who really lights you on fire, who you want to work with. And sometimes it's people exactly like you. The artists and entrepreneurs, and you're just a few steps ahead of them. So you're really talking to just like a year-old version of yourself almost.
I find that. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that, because I think that's totally true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's totally true.
And I'm actually curious for you, to just even specify yourself even more. I mean, do you think you can use your acting background at all? Maybe just, I think we talked about this before, maybe putting videos out there, because you're very animated.
Oh, I'm working on it. Don't you worry. I'm just trying to figure out, I have the message, it's just the how. Do I want to do it myself? Yes. Am I going to hire someone to do it?
Yes.
That kind of thing. I got the thing I'm going to be talking about. I just don't have I got to work out the logistics.
I got it. And I love the how part too, because I think, it's either you've got the why and you're missing the how, or you've got the how and you're missing the why. So it's one or the other. And online, it's so awesome that we can, and I'm using the word awesome a lot because I'm talking to you, but that you can have this connection to so many people worldwide with an online platform. Mm-hmm. And I think something getting to like my whole time management steps that like I talk to people about, it's just important to realize it's hard, but if you're kind of a type A and you like to do everything in, your way, maybe like Misti knows how to do this way, sometimes it's hard.
No, I actually would love to hire it out. It's just a matter of like, awesome. How much do I want to spend? Can I be really creative and still do it myself? I mean, I've done videos, I can cut all that stuff together. Yeah. And it's just,
I hear you. And sometimes, it's looking at everything that you have to do in business and seeing, maybe something that seems like it's really important and you have to do it. Maybe it could be busy work. And maybe that's something that can be pushed to somebody else. If there's like a half an hour where you are just like hating what you're doing, it's like, okay, that's busy work. I'm going to assign that to maybe a virtual assistant. Somebody's going to do that for me.
Yes, my Pinterest, getting rich pins on Pinterest. I'm going to farm that out.
Anybody listening, if anybody wants to apply to be
my rich pins.
Misti's assistant. No, I love it. And it's hard because you're doing so much. As a coach too, I think it's hard for us to be aware of how much, you're doing and all the different hats you're wearing. And, it might actually seem easier since you've had, an acting background and you've gotten into different characters. So I'm actually wondering if that just came to me, if that plays into you being able to juggle it a little bit better because you're able to fit into different roles a little bit more.
I think it's so funny that you asked me that because I was just thinking about this the other day.
Awesome.
I think that this is the one job I've ever had where I'm far more successful just being myself.
I love it.
So if I, and that's never been the case. Like when I was in the corporate world, people were like, just, calm it down a little. My personality is sort of, it's a little vibrant.
I think that's fantastic.
And so I always felt like stuck down in the corporate world. So
yeah.
I don't have to do that anymore, man.
Yeah.
Now, do I put on my accountant hat when I have to deal with maths, all that stuff? Do I put on my, but I find in this one instance that I don't have to do all of that. This is the first time I don't have to do that.
You can be yourself. I loved the word vibrant you used. And what if you just kind of shown your vibrancy in every area to which you're doing it, and that can just play into your business and your hub and your bike wheel and the spokes, and you tap into your awesome and you help other people tap into their awesome potential, and then you vibrantly create different methods to just propel that and leverage it even more.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. I'm writing that down.
Yay.
Vibrant.
I'm seeing you like a starburst or something.
I like that. Shooting star. Here on my face.
Oh, I love it. Lots of colors. This is so great. So, Misty, I just, before we close up, if anybody wants to check out more about you and what you do and who you are, can they go online and stalk you anywhere?
Yes, you super can. Coach Misty is my Facebook page, so it's MISTI. And my website is mistipatrella.com, so it's MISTIPATRELLA.com.
Awesome. And if anybody likes Pinterest and they want to help you out, can they send you an email?
Help me set up rich pins.
Fantastic. I think I'm going to be saying awesome the rest of the day. It was just infectious throughout this chat. It just keeps coming out of my mouth.
That happens. I have that effect on people.
Well, I hope you got tapped into some more of you're already a great person and a great coach, and I hope you were able to tap into some more of your unlimited, vast potential.
Thank you. Back at you, baby.
Thank you. Well, Misty, it was great chatting with you, and we will be in touch soon. Thank you.